Alright, so I done switched phones. I put my iPhone down. I'm going on Galaxy now. Hopefully this works. Hopefully people can hear me. Because Facebook's letting me down. I'm going to have to talk to somebody from Facebook. Because my people can't hear me. What's up, everybody? I'm back. Third time. I'm having connection issues. I'm having sound issues. I just want to talk to my people, you know. Alright, I got a special guest. His name is Don. I'm trying to get Don on live with us. And he tell us about what he does. Let me see if I can get him on. Nothing here yet. We'll see. Alright, so I'm getting viewers, so I know my internet is working. Hopefully my sound is going to work on this time. The sound wasn't working on my iPhone. Don couldn't hear me. Audience couldn't hear me. What we're trying to accomplish today is every week we have an entrepreneur spotlight of the week. It's where an entrepreneur comes on, tells us about their business, their service, what they do, how they help others, how we can influence the entrepreneur group. So, let's see if we can do that. So hopefully get sound. Hopefully. We'll see. Hey, Don. Can you hear me, Donald? Nothing? Yeah, I don't know what's happening, brother. I done switched phones, took myself off the internet, everything. I don't know what's happening. You know what? Look, I'm gonna message. I'm just gonna remove them. See what happens. Let me just bring them on. Alright. Hey.
What up?
We got some sound. There we go.
That's good.
You know what's gonna happen? I think I was probably adding you too soon. As you were connecting, maybe. I don't know. I switched phones, turned my internet off. I don't know. But I'm glad I got some sound now. Awesome.
That's what's up.
Awesome. Good. How you doing today, man?
I'm blessed, man. How about yourself?
I'm feeling great. I'm glad my sound and the sound's working and people can hear our voices now. So that's really cool. Yeah, I'll do a quick introduction to what we do here for all the new people that have joined the group last week. We had about like 70 people who joined. And then I'll turn it over to you and you could tell us a little bit about yourself and then we could get into some wealth talk. Sound great?
That'll work.
All right. Sounds cool. All right, guys. My name is Raf. I'm the entrepreneur admin for the entrepreneur parking lot here on Raf's Corner. If you are new to the group, welcome. We help all new entrepreneurs, the existing entrepreneurs, and then anyone existing in business are currently entrepreneurs, CEOs, or business owners. Our strategy here today is, in the group in general, is to help people with resources, tools, tips, gems. We call gems a lot in the group. And what a gem is like free information or valuable information for somebody in business or looking to start in business or as an entrepreneur and don't really know the right steps to take, or they're just looking for good people for help. So we established this group with some great moderators and some great people, some great entrepreneurs. I have a great entrepreneur in front of me. His name is Donald. I've been calling you Don all week. Is Don okay?
Hey, either one is fine, man.
All right, I'm going rolling with Don. I've been calling Don the God, the wealth God. But thanks for joining us. Donald is here today. I saw he was posting some great tips and some great information in our entrepreneur parking lot. And I was like, man, I got to connect with this guy. I got to go knock on this door. And sure enough, I went and go knocked on his messenger door. I was like, yo, Don, I need you to talk to these people, because I kept seeing some great information about wealth. He was spreading great gems and great posts and great information. And if you're new to the group, you'll see on the timeline and you'll see in the feature section that all this stuff is free. Like you'll get a lot of this information for free, and it's legit. And because we've had people post things and meet and create relationships and comments and then messages and on the side. But one thing we don't tolerate is spam, fake news, bad links, bad gems. We block people and kick people out for that, because we don't have time for that, because it's already hard enough for entrepreneurs to get started. They don't need no nonsense. So without further ado, I want to turn it over to my man Don. Thanks for joining us. Feel free to tell the group who you are, where you come from, what you do currently, and then we'll get into some wealth talk.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, man. First off, man, thanks for inviting me.
No, man, thanks for showing up.
Congratulations, man, on your accomplishment. I know you just celebrated over 2,000 members, so
yes,
kudos to you.
Thank you to us. Cheers to us.
Yeah. Hey, this is an amazing group, man. I just like, man, why haven't I found this group sooner, man? I should have been here sooner.
Awesome.
Like I said, man, big ups to you, man. So first and foremost, man, my name is Donald Cunningham. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I actually moved into Las Vegas in 2001. I was there for about 20 years. That's actually where I engaged in my career in the financial services industry, roughly about over 6 years ago. I'm a husband of one, married, going on 28 years. Let me get that right.
Man, congratulations. That lady's a happy lady, man.
Let me get that right before she might be on. So 28 years, man. I have 9 beautiful kids, man.
Oh, man, congratulations, brother.
Appreciate it. I got 3 daughters, man. I got my 3 oldest daughters. I got 3 daughters. They all grown.
Nice.
Two married. Then I have one that's in Louisiana. She just posted her information because she just got, her grades was looking pretty good, man.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I did like that post. I saw that today. That's really cool.
Yeah, she's out there at Grambling State University, man, doing her thing. So definitely proud of her. Then I have 6 young men, man, 6 boys.
Wow,
so,
6 boys. Woo!
Yeah, man. I got a football, basketball, hockey, baseball.
You got one for each sport, brother.
Yeah, I know, right? So they definitely keep me busy, man. But nice. I love it, man. I love it. I'm a family-oriented person, man. So that's why what I do. That's why I'm so passionate about what I do, man.
Now that makes even more sense. That makes even more sense. Because I'm like, man, this guy talks about wealth like so easily. And I was looking at your website and I was looking at your timeline and stuff. I'm like, it's just clean cut and it makes sense. Like,
yeah,
I got done looking. I have, and I won't take too much of it, but I have some policies and stuff through work. And I was just like, what's the difference between work? And I'll let you talk about that and stuff. But I was like, I should start Googling stuff right away because you influenced me to look deeper. I was like, well, his message is very clean. It makes really sense and it's clean cut. I was like, what are the top ones? What are the bad ones? How much does it cost? But feel free, go ahead. Sorry to cut you off.
You good. So, man, like I said, I got into the business roughly a little bit over 6 years ago, man. My spiritual mentor invited me to an event and shared some information that just blew my mind, man. And I'm like, man, I'm sitting up here 40 years old and didn't know none of this information, man, that's out there,
right?
That everybody have access to. That's the beautiful thing about it. A lot of people have access to this information, but they just don't realize ain't nobody informed them.
Right.
And so I just took it upon myself, man, and turned it into a career. Educated myself first, and then I turned it into a career. And man, I said I'm gonna educate everybody that come across to me, man, with this information. Because
like
it's all about information, man. It's all about information. I was actually in the process of becoming a fireman. You know, it's
oh,
crazy.
really?
I was like, nah, I end up just stop pursuing that and just pursue this career, man, because when I was introduced to information, a light bulb just went off like, man, I think I can help so many more people in this business as opposed to being a fireman. And so
And God stopped you right at that fire truck, was like, nope, we have a bigger purpose for you.
I did a whole 180. He turned me all the way around, man. And then I just been pursuing that, man. And I'm just, every day I'm loving it, man, because every person or every client that I deal with is different.
Awesome.
I haven't had one client that was the same.
No,
so
you're going to get different stories, background, things of that sort. So yes, when you take us through what in particular, what kind of services do you provide to your clients, and some of the things that you're able to do for them?
Okay, so just for the quick information, what I specialize in is life insurance, tax-free retirement, living benefits, wealth building, and as well as equity share. Well, equity share come in when individuals partner with me in the business, and so that's where equity share come into play. But that's what I specialize in, man. And like I said, it's a beautiful thing, man, where I'm able to sit down and just educate a family. Everything that I'm learning, that I'm educating myself on, it ain't even for me, you know. So when I realized that, that's what made me learn the information more, so that way I can educate the masses. And so that's, like I say, that's my job, educating the masses. First off, I educated my family first, my wife and my kids, got us protected and taken care of first off, because I'm all, man, if you see, like you say, when you see my website, it's all about generational wealth. And so this is something that I wasn't taught, man, coming up. I didn't see my family go through struggles, man. And then when I realized, like, man, if they would have known this information, we would have been good. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And you know, I don't know, it's kind of funny, man, how the Lord guided me to this way, because the three important women in my life, man, I ended up passing away.
Oh, man.
I acquired this knowledge before I acquired this knowledge after they passed away. So if I would have knew this before then I could have made some things happen. And so because of that, I just reach out and I just talk and just educate the community, man. Look, don't wait, don't procrastinate. Procrastination is an enemy, man. Let's get it going and just move forward. At the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. And we see it all the time. We see it all every day. You know, when someone passes, you know, it's a very hard thing. It's detrimental. It's upsetting. It's a financial burden. There's funeral costs, things of that sort, and then it's always like, man, I wish we would have taken a policy out, right? So in life insurance in particular, right, there's a lot of communication, a lot of talk about life insurance. Can you tell us a little bit? I have two questions for you. The first question I have for you is, I'll start with the easy one and I'll go to another one. The first one is, what are the benefits of life insurance for families, for individuals that don't have life insurance or are looking to get life insurance?
The beneficial is protection. That's the main thing, protection. And it really depends, because I deal with so many different, I use life insurance as a tool. And so what I do, I show families and business owners how to create wealth through life insurance. Because anything that's attached to life insurance is tax-free. And so it's like I said earlier, when I say every client is different, every situation is different, because I have to create a strategy for each client, and mostly all of them different, like I said. But the main thing that life insurance is protection from any, like for instance, prime example, anybody that's working like an employee, they can utilize life insurance as a protection as opposed to using 401k. So I can show you to use life insurance as a tool to create wealth, which eliminates the market risk. Because when you're dealing with 401k, a lot of people are losing a lot of resources in their 401k due to the stock market loss.
Right. Right. Great call out.
But,
and that was kind of like a question I had, because I have a retirement plan. I've been very, I guess, fond of developed in a retirement plan at an early age. I started my first retirement plan when I was 18 years old.
Okay.
Someone talked to me about penny stocks and putting my retirement plan through the market through penny stocks.
Okay.
And it worked out really well 10 years from 18. But no one ever has talked to me about life insurance until about maybe three years ago. And when and I'll kind of add to your point. It's like when you withdraw from your 401k, there's a tax penalty for that. And I did my taxes. I was like, oh, what is that? And they were like, well, there's a fee involved. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this is my money. This is my money. I invested for 10 years. You tell me there's a penalty? So that's a big call out, and a great point that the penalties from a retirement plan, if you try to withdraw money, if it's there, versus life insurance, and those, there's no penalty fee there.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I experienced back in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
I had a retirement plan. And so this was before I got into the business.
Right.
So I had a retirement plan, and I was like, okay, because I moved from Vegas to Louisiana. I stayed out there for 3 years, and then I decided to move back to Vegas. And so I had a retirement plan, didn't even know, and I'm like, oh, I got about 10,000 in there. I said,
let me get some of that.
I could utilize this to help me move back to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I did, man. So I withdraw the resources. I actually told them I wanted all of it. And
I don't want half it. Give me all of it. But we're all faced with those situations that we're like, all right, I'll get it. I'll put it back. I'll pay it back. Let me get it now.
So I said, let me get that now. I was like, break. So they sent me a check, and the check was like around about 6,000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold up. Let me give them a call. I said, y'all gonna send the rest later? But didn't realize that I had to pre-tax the taxes, penalty before 59 and a half. I had to pay the taxes, plus I had to pay the taxes on the money.
Yes.
Twice. Pre-tax and the taxes on the resources that I pulled out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, so that's where the remainder went into the tax. And see, I didn't know that until I got into the business, and then I'm like, oh, that's what happened when I took my money out. And so on, man, like I said, in my business, oh man, it's a beautiful thing, man, to sit down and just, like I said, educate somebody on the ins and outs, because who out there actually helping the community, man, on financial literacy? The school teaching us.
Yeah, it's not about schools. I think they're just starting now to put it slowly in schools. Like, you get a little bit in school. You don't get the full shebang. Again, same thing with credit. They put a little bit, but not enough. It's still not there because, sadly, the United States and America is set up purposely like that. They don't want us to unlock the gems, the keys, the financial freedom, because it would hurt the system. Facebook probably want to block all this. But even a platform like this, you got to be careful, because things that are communicated about, excelling, financial gain, they will say, okay, no, you're not going too far now, right? So we see that a lot in, celebrity world, the real world, our platforms of social media. It's kind of sad, but yeah. And that's the importance of having a great network, having a great audience, and having real people that are experienced that can give that great advice, such as yourself. So that's amazing. The second question I have for you is, can you tell the audience what's the difference between setting up life insurance through their work and having a policy outside of work? Like, what's the difference between those two?
Well, it's a huge difference, man. Someone said something, made a comment, and I was like, oh man, that makes a lot of sense. Now, dealing with life insurance through your job, is group life insurance. So it's group life insurance, A couple of things. If you was to leave your job or get fired or quit, their life insurance is staying with them.
Mm-hmm. They're like, no, no, no. We done. We done here.
You
It's a
know,
partnership, you know?
It's gone. And so, you know, that's the main key thing about life insurance. But I think at some places you can pay extra, which is pretty hefty. You might as well get it on your own. So I always tell people to get, I always tell them get life insurance outside your job,
Okay.
because benefits totally different. So life insurance with your job and life insurance just getting an individual, they have living benefits. Your job don't have life insurance with living benefits. Now that's key. Living benefits is something that if you get a critical, chronic, or terminal illness, you get money from your life insurance. And
wow.
so now it's actually life insurance. You know,
Right,
you get to reap the benefits while you live.
Love it.
And I show people, you know, I think that's just icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's a
because it comes
big gem right there, by the way. Y'all didn't hear that? Y'all need to rewind this live and just take that little snippet and listen to that, okay? That was great.
Cool part about it comes with the ones that we provide, it comes with your policy at no additional cost.
Awesome.
That's another benefit. So I always tell people, man, I share with them how you can actually be the beneficiary of your own. That's key. So that's key.
That's
super important. Yeah, that's super important. So that's one of the main difference. The benefits is the main difference from your insurance from your job and your insurance, you know, outside your job insurance. Now, if you have life insurance for your job and it's free, man, by all means.
I don't know whoever worked there need to let me know. I don't know. Personally, I don't know where. Some probably do, but I know there's always a cost. Normally
the jobs cover you for whatever your annual income is anyway. So $40,000 a year, they normally have life insurance coverage for $40,000 a year.
Right.
I worked on a couple of jobs. I mean, on some jobs, I worked on some jobs where the job that I worked on, man, was like the stipulations in regard to life insurance. Like if you pass away to get benefits, you know, it's like, I hope I could say that.
No, go ahead. You do your thing.
But it's like, okay, you got to, in order to get for your beneficiary to reap, you will have to pass away on the job a certain amount of type. And then if you pass away off the job, then they can receive a certain amount. So some jobs allow that. I was like, man, that's crazy when I found that out.
Right. And they purposely do those things to, you know, save money, cost. Because, like, you know, they appreciate your hard work, but they don't want to cut you no big check. Oh, you want to take $500,000 from our company? We're gonna just give you $500,000? Nah.
It's only benefit the company.
Right, not for $14 a month. That doesn't make any sense.
So
crazy.
The benefits of it is that's a huge difference from, you know, having insurance on your job and then having insurance outside the job. I always tell people, man, get it outside the job.
Nice. All right, cool. Great stuff there. Can you tell I'm gonna pin your website to the group so that they can access you. What's some other ways that they can reach you, find out more about your services? Do you do any consulting, like onboarding for free, or how does it work with your company, your services?
Absolutely. You know, I'm on Facebook, so Donald Cunningham on Facebook. I actually have a Facebook group called the Financial Cornerstones. I have my business page is DSC Financial Services.
Nice.
You know, my website is dscfinancialservices.com. So that's my website.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I was on there today and yesterday. It's very clean. It's very, like, it will give you some great gems and information to want you to contact with Don and look a little bit further. I was able to take away it's got some great points on his website that just will start changing your perspective if you are interested in life insurance, but also his other services that he offers. So.
Absolutely. And they can reach me, man. Text me at my business line at 702-427-0481. Again, 702-427-0481. Also, too, Ralph, every time when I also offer a free complimentary financial needs analysis. And so that's one of the big gems that I offer. Regardless if you do business with me or not, at least you'll have a strategy or a plan based off your information you gave me. You have a plan on what to look for, in the future.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. Great stuff. Great conversation. Sorry about the sound earlier. We lost a little bit of time, but we got to get this live will be pinned to our feature section, so it's always going to be available to our audience if they ever want to revisit. We'll get your links in the comments. Guys, definitely check out spend some time with Don. Look at his website. Don talked a lot about generational wealth, and I love to hear that from entrepreneurs because that's the reason why I started, right? I wanted generational wealth for my family and for my future family because the family I came from, the existing family, we're just now getting started and understanding the process. And we're talking about, 40 years later, 50 years later, some generations have passed and, there's we got these great stories and these pictures, but nothing was really left behind for our future, for our kids, and our loved ones. So, life insurance is one key to it. Owning your own with your business, your LLCs, that's another way. Your credit's super important. And then, same thing. Retirement plans are great. Your Roths are great. But those life insurances and your business is like your bread and butter right there. So, great conversation, Don. I appreciate the time as always. Thanks for making time for me and the audience. Much love to you, my brother. We'll connect some more, man. I had a great time today. I feel like it done flown by and went, but no, we'll chat it up in the comments. We'll chat it up in the messenger. Appreciate everyone joining tonight on the Entrepreneur Parking Lot. Again, this is a place where you can be yourself. You can showcase your business. If you'd like to be featured on the Entrepreneur Parking Lot, definitely shoot a DM. Shout out to our moderators, Sean, Jay, Angelica, all the entrepreneurs on the group. Welcome to all the new entrepreneurs, the existing ones, and the future ones that are being built every single day. We are here for you. Don is here for you. I am here for you. Everyone have a great holiday. I won't see you next week because of the holiday, but we'll be back the week after. So everyone have a great holiday and a great time. I appreciate everyone's time. Well, that's all I got for tonight. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much, Don. I'll chat with you. All right?
All right. You have a good one.
All right, I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.